Hey judges, before we get in with the presentation, I just want to say I really appreciate you taking some time out of your day to view my presentation. It really means a lot to me, and I hope you'll be thoroughly satisfied with the project I have in store for you today. My project is named Project Oblivion, which is a wildfire detection system that is able to detect wildfires at very high accuracy. My project uses a Raspberry Pi 4, which is a cheap and economical device that is able to have the base operators of TensorFlow Lite, which is the language I use for machine learning. Before we talk about Raspberry Pi and how I designed it, I want to acknowledge my iOS app that I implemented before the Raspberry Pi. Using share screen, I am able to show you what I have. Now, since I do not have the actual iOS app on me because Apple deletes your apps every 24 hours, I was able to get some footage of me using the app. Now, this is a flower pot and it says it's not fired. This was just merely to test to see if it's working. And when it sees fire, it detects it very quickly. Now, for Linux devices, I will be using virtual network computing, or VNC for short, to show you the graphical interface of Raspberry Pi and it working. Because I don't have an actual wildfire on me, I recorded some footage of when I used a lighter to show that there is fire. And here's the footage. This was the first real breakthrough in my project. Shortly after finishing this problem, I realized there was still another big problem. Even if the Raspberry Pi finds a wildfire, how would we know where to send the firefighters? I took this problem as a challenge, and I bought a GPS receiver and then coded the receiver to give me the precise coordinates of where the fire is. I'm able to show you the GPS tracker working in real time using VNC Viewer. So I'm on the graphical interface of the Raspberry Pi, and I create all the scripts beforehand. So all I have to do is run the gps.py script, and now it gives me the longitude and latitude that I need for my project. I also made a website which uses Google Map APIs in order to plot where the fire is in real time. And this is my house right now. This is the inner workings of my project. Keep in mind that now after this, it could be mounted onto any airborne device to start looking for fire. And it's all completely autonomous. This is my project, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Thank you.